Hello, it's Nick. Today I will show you how to create a prototype with an interactive 3D model in Figma. It will be a prototype of a product page of an online store that sells toys. I will use three tools to create a prototype: Spline, Figma and Anima. The 3D model will be in Spline. Figma will have a UI mockup, and Anima will be used to connect 3D model in Spline and UI mockup in Figma. First things first, we need to have a 3D model. If you don't have a model at hand, you can visit a place called Sketchfab. Sketchfab is a collection of the 3D models, both free and paid, in various formats and resolutions. In my case, I will search for a wooden toy. I will also want to filter the list of options to downloadable assets only. This model looks good. We can rotate it to see it from different angles. Let's download it. Once you click the download button, you will see a list of various formats in which this model is available. I will choose GLB. GLB is a binary format, which means it includes all the data, geometry, materials, textures in a single, compact file. This makes it easier to manage the model, and it loads quickly. Once you click download, the file will be saved on your local drive. Next, we need to navigate to Spline, a web-based 3D editor. I've created a new project in this tool, and I want to delete all the assets that the new project has. Let's also rename the project to Toy. Click Import to import our 3D model. Choose the file that we've just downloaded. Align the 3D model in the canvas. Change its location and default zoom level. Once done, you can click Export button, and Spline will generate a link for this project. Before moving to the next step, let's customize our model a bit. The great thing about Spline is that you can customize the visual properties of your model. In my case, I will change the color of the canvas. I want to use a pure white background. It will help me understand how my model will look in the same setting as my mobile app. I also want to change export settings. Click Export, and in Overview tab you will see some of the settings. If you want to hide Spline logo, you should set logo to no. But be aware that to hide logo you will need to be a paid Spline user. I will also change the loading animation for my model. I will go for a light spinner animation. Now let's move to the Play Settings tab. Play Settings contain a lot of useful interaction settings. For example, in my case, I want to show the model without any background and introduce some constraints that will prevent users from zooming and rotating it up and down. So I will set pan to no, zoom to no. Touch settings will be only available for orbit, and it will be one finger, while pan will be disabled. For orbit limits, I want to allow users to freely rotate the object horizontally, but when they try to move the model up or down, the model will bounce. So I will set up and bottom to 0, while left and right will be set to 180, and the model will bounce when it will reach the edges. One important thing to remember is that when you introduce any changes to your model that was already exported, meaning that Spline created a public URL for it, you need to click Update Public URL so that your changes take effect. Go back to the Overview tab and click Copy Embed to copy a code that will be used in the next step. Now we need to work with UI mockup, and for that we will navigate to Figma. In Figma, I've prepared a simple mockup of the product page that contains the top menu, a placeholder for our 3D model, frame called IMG, a description, and a call to action button. IMG is the area where we will show the 3D object. Select the frame IMG, and it's time to create a prototype. I will do it using a plugin called Anima. Click the Figma icon, select Plugins, and choose Anima. You need to create a new project in Anima, and the project will have a list of options. Choose option Embed Code from the list. I will paste the code that I've copied from Spline in the section layer. Once done, click Save. If you see the edit label next to the option Embed Code, it means that changes are saved. Let's preview our design. Click Preview, and Anima will open a new window with our UI design with embedded 3D model in it. Quickly play with it to ensure that everything works as expected. And once we finish playing with it, we can click Get Code to create an instance of the interactive prototype that we can share with our team. Anima offers a few options of frameworks to choose from for the prototype. And I will go with HTML option because it's the most convenient option for me. Click Go to Anima to see the prototype. The prototype looks great and works exactly as we expected. That's all. Let me know what you think about this approach of creating prototypes with 3D models in them. Thank you.